Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you. My name is Cassie, and on this channel, we talk all things of healing, self-love, and self-care, and of course, becoming your dream woman. And on today's episode, we are going to talk about never to give up on your dreams and goals, no matter how big or how many obstacles that may show up in your effort to achieving them. No matter how overwhelmed you may feel, no matter how many obstacles, show up, you are much closer than you actually think you are. I was just at an investment conference over the weekend, and I honestly opened up my eyes to many more opportunities that are out there that we even realize, right? If it's not something that is in our everyday life, it's something, we don't usually really know exists. So that's why I find it to be very important to get into rooms where you normally wouldn't, to learn things that you won't, but with your everyday life. And being at this conference, learning all this information really got me excited again. It inspired me. It even zinged a little bit of motivation. But at the same time, I also felt a bit overwhelmed as well. And if, you're being honest with yourself, you've probably felt that as well. That feeling where you're growing, you're expanding, you're stepping into something bigger, but at the same time, it feels like everything is happening all at once. And I've been working on building my website for a while. It's been a challenge. And, I'm not gonna lie, I almost threw in the towel many times on this. And it's not because it was impossible. It was because it was something new. I've never done this before. And when you're doing something new and something that you've never done, you don't even know about, I'm not a very technology chick. So, it was throwing me way through many loops. So it felt 10 times harder than it actually was. Because it was new and because I didn't have a lot of knowledge. But I seen other people do it and it made it seem so easy. So I was like, oh, if they can do it, I can do it, right? Well, you can, but it may take some patience and faith in order to get there. So many moments where I felt stuck and where I even questioned myself, is this, what I'm supposed to be doing? I even doubted myself if I can finish it. I was like, whoa, am I going to actually need to outsource this? Because things were happening, but then I was coming up with some problems and it was just why is this not working, right? And it wasn't just the website though. It was everything on top of everything. Life, growth, healing, responsibility. It all started feeling like too much. And, this year has been a whirlwind of different things that have been coming up. There's been a lot of energy to come up and release and to heal and I don't even know how to explain it all because it's just been so much. It's starting to shift finally, thankfully. I really feel like this is a positive shift with the equinox that is coming up in just a few days. So I'm crossing my fingers and really hoping for more steady energy coming forward. But, here's the thing. Even in all of those moments where I felt like giving up, I knew deep down that quitting wasn't going to get me where I want to be, right? No, that would just keep me where I was. So instead of giving up, I had to give myself space and I had to give myself a lot of grace. And I kept going. It was slow, but I kept doing it. I kept coming back to it. And you know what? Finally, last night, after sitting down, focusing, and working through lots of different things, I finally figured it out. And I can't even explain the feeling. Relief, pride, excitement, wow, I really did it. And I am so excited that it is finally done and off of my list of things to do, right? It was like a huge weight lifted. And that's what I want you to understand as well. When you are building a new life, when you are healing, when you are stepping into the dream version of yourself, you're going to hit walls. You're going to feel frustration. You're going to even feel overwhelmed and probably question yourself from time to time. This is all part of the process because, you know, honestly, this isn't the first time that I've doubted myself. This isn't the first time that I questioned myself on my journey. It's just sometimes it could just feel a little overwhelming. And so at those times, you have to give yourself grace. And seriously, stop expecting yourself to be perfect at something that you've never done before. And I have a little bit of a perfectionist mindset. I'm working on it, but you know, like my name is behind this stuff, right? Like I want things to look good. I want things that I am putting out there to be nice and where people are like, wow, you know, I really love what you're doing here and things like that. I don't want it to be a complete disaster. So when you're learning and you're growing and you are becoming, all of that requires you to give yourself some patience, right? You need patience with yourself. And even in the moments where you feel like throwing in that towel, where you feel like this is, you know, not for you, where you're feeling like this is just way, way bigger than what I signed up for, remember, giving up will never take you where you want to go. So you have to keep your focus on that vision that you have, on your why of why you are doing what you're doing. And also keep in your minds, like, what is the life that you are trying to create here? What is the person that you are trying to become? All of that is so important for you to keep in your forefront so that no matter how many hurdles comes up against you, you still continue to show up and you say, you know what, I'm going to do this no matter how long it takes me. And something else I realized in this whole process, there isn't just one finish line. There are multiple finish lines on this journey. Like I got through a huge finish line when I completed all of my heavy childhood trauma healing, right? And I became my dream woman. And now, you know, I just crossed another finish line with getting my website complete and all of my documents loaded and looking beautiful and ready to go. And, you know, your job isn't to figure all of this out at once because that would just be too much. Your job is just to get through the one in front of you right now. Step by step, moment by moment. Because life is not always going to go as planned. No, it doesn't. Things will definitely shift, things will get messy, things will change, and things will challenge you too. But instead of resisting it, learn to flow with it and keep moving forward anyway. You are way more capable than what you give yourself credit for. You are stronger than you feel in your hardest moments. And everything that feels hard right now is actually shaping you into the person who can hold everything that you've actually asked for. So don't give up. Not now and not when you are very close to reaching your goal. And you know what? I also want to say this, and maybe not even when you're not even that close of reaching it, right? If you're just starting and you're feeling that this is heavy and this is hard, don't give up, babe. Don't. Because there is a lot of greatness on the other side of those hardships. Message resonated with you, I want you to comment below, I am not giving up. And if you're on this healing journey and part of your journey is to become your dream woman, your highest self, make sure that you subscribe to my channel because this space is for you. I talk a lot about it and I really feel that it is something we all can do if we're willing to never give up. So I love you. Keep going and you got this, babe. See you in the next one. Bye.